Sick of seeing your crypto holdings bleed out every week. This market moves at warp speed, but I've cracked the code on hunting down the next moonshot coins before they skyrocket. After some time in the game, I've realized why I love creating tokens more than just buying them. Sites like Pump.fun let you whip up a new coin in under 5 minutes for almost nothing. New projects drop every couple of seconds, but that's the problem. If you're launching a meme coin there, you're fighting an uphill battle. Since it's so simple and low cost, nobody will care about your project unless you're bringing something fresh to the table. The biggest problem with Pump.fun is that it's way too simple. Anyone can launch a token in seconds, flooding the market with garbage. More legit projects typically avoid it and choose better decks instead, because Pump.fun is designed for complete beginners. It's overrun with trash tokens that nobody cares about. Meanwhile, platforms like Raydium actually get decent traction. We're talking projects that regularly hit six-figure market caps, while most Pump.fun tokens struggle to even hit $10,000. Here's the thing about Raydium. It's not exactly beginner-friendly. You either need solid coding chops or cash to hire a dev, which automatically filters out the lazy projects. That's why the coins there actually have substance and tend to moon harder. For regular traders without tech skills, it's a tough barrier to entry since everything runs on smart contracts. But the proof's in the pudding. Raydium listings regularly pull in market caps that make Pump.fun projects look like pocket change. Let me put you on game. Solana token labs.io is the real deal. Creating a Raydium meme coin has never been faster, and I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step. The tech behind this is seriously impressive, while Raydium's always been the pro's choice. So I'm gonna break down my entire system, like literally step by step. We're talking about how to pick the right platform, how to find concepts that actually sell, how to build the meme coin, how to set up a liquidity pool, how to get people to actually buy your coin, and of course, the most important step, how to profit from your meme coin launch. So let's do it. Now, before we get started, I gotta tell you why 99% of people completely fail at this. They pick terrible platforms, they rush through their concept, and then they wonder why nobody's buying their coin. So the first thing is platform choice. This is huge, and most people get it completely wrong. You've got all of these platforms like Pump.fun, Boop, Bonk, LaunchLab. There are literally dozens of them. But here's the problem. When you use these platforms, you don't actually own your liquidity. They control everything, which means you can't really maximize your profits. Plus, these platforms are so simple to use that literally hundreds of coins get launched every minute. Look at this madness, it's just completely insane. Your coin isn't going anywhere if you launch here. So what I personally use instead is Raydium. Yeah, it's a bit more technical, but with the right tools, it's really not that hard. The main thing is you actually control your own liquidity, which means way more profit potential. Plus, there's way less competition because most people are too lazy to figure out how to launch on Raydium. I mean, I've tried launching on these other platforms before, and honestly, the results were just terrible. Like barely any visibility, and even when coins did okay, I couldn't control the liquidity properly. With Raydium, I can actually manage everything the way I want to. Alright, this next step is literally make or break. Your concept is literally everything. Get it right, and people throw money at your coin, get it wrong, and you just wasted a bunch of time. Most people just pick random garbage and then get surprised when it flops. Like, even though crypto people will buy almost anything, you still need something that's at least funny or about a trending topic. So how do I find winning concepts? I've got 3 different approaches that I personally use, and I'll show you exactly how I do each one. So my first approach is checking what's trending. On DexReader, I'll go to this trending section and see what themes are popping off today. Here's something most people don't get. Just because something was trending last month, that doesn't mean it'll work today. This space moves very fast. Sometimes stuff that was printing money last week is completely dead now. That's why I only look at what's trending right now. What I do is browse through what's here and think about what angle hasn't been covered yet. Like right now, there are tons of animal-themed coins everywhere, so maybe I do something like, I don't know, billionaire pig or whatever. Then, to create a logo, I could use something like Canva or even AI. But honestly, if you're new to this, I wouldn't really recommend this method. You don't know what works yet, so this is more for when you have more experience. I only started using this method after I launched like 20 or 30 coins, and I really understood the patterns. So now method 2, copy what already works. This is way better for beginners, and it's actually what I recommend most people start with. What I do is find coins that are doing well, but haven't exploded yet. Something in the $50, $100, $200,000 market cap range. Then I basically recreate my own version of that coin. Here's how I do it. Go to a platform like BullX or Axiom, Photon, Shamjan, whatever you like. In this trending section, find something you like with a decent market cap. So let's see, this one for example, copy this address, go to explorer.solana.com, paste the address here, select this, and boom, you got all the coin details, logo, everything. And if you right-click the image and save it, you now have a proven concept to work with. This is smart because you're not gambling on untested ideas. You're using something that has already proven that people will buy it. I use this method for most of my launches just because it's so reliable. The key thing I look for is coins with good engagement, but not too much hype yet. Like, if something's already at $5 million market cap, it's probably too late. But if it's sitting at 200,000 and has active trading, that's perfect for this method. But even this copying method can be annoying with all the manual work. So here's my favorite shortcut, one-click copy. This is basically the same as the previous method, but instead of doing everything manually, I just click one button and the coin is cloned. To do this, I use solanatokenlabs.io on this copied trending tokens page. Here, just browse through their list of trending coins, find one you like, and click Create Token. But for my new viewers today, I make a manual token to clear the science behind the token creation. The crazy part is how simple they've made the launch process. This loophole won't stay quiet forever, but for now, the numbers don't lie. It's crushing. Before creating the coin, we need to create a logo, open Canva, and create a 128 by 128 pixel design. This token will be based on one of the best clubs in the world, Real Madrid. Make some adjustments and download your logo to continue. Now that the logo for my meme coin is done, it's time to create the actual token. First, open solanatokenlabs.io and connect your wallet. Once you're in, enter your token's name and set a trading symbol. I'll use Real Madrid for the name and Madrid for the symbol. Next, upload your logo and proceed. Keep the decimals and token supply unchanged. No need to tweak those settings. The description field is optional, so I'll leave it empty, but feel free to add one if you prefer. Click Next to continue. Pro tip: leaving creator info blank saves you a clean 0.1 Solana. For serial token creators like me, that's pure profit preservation. Blockchain doesn't need to know who made this, let the token speak for itself. After 20 plus launches, I can confirm nobody checks those social fields. Your token will live by its Raydium chart action, not whether you link to a dead Telegram. Save the effort and skip it and move on. Now comes one of the coolest features: custom token addresses. solanatokenlabs.io lets you add endings like pump or moon to your token's address. It makes it look like it launched through Pump.fun, which helps build trust, attract buyers, and boost early hype. However, if you put moon or pump like suffix having 4 alphabets, it will take around 20 minutes to update on solanatokenlabs.io. So if you want to avoid long wait while creating your coin, add PM or mo like 2 alphabets in small. This is the step that can make or break your project, and most people mess it up. Sure, shelling out 0.3 Solana isn't the most fun, but these security settings legitimize your token. Seasoned traders pay close attention if they see disabled permissions. Your coin is done for the freeze, mint, and update functions. Keep them active. Now hit that launch button and make it happen. That's it. Once you see the transaction prompt, just hit confirm and boom, You've officially launched your token on the Solana network. Now let's hop over to SolScan and take a look at the details to make sure everything checks out. Here's the proof. SolScan shows the coin is officially live on the network. Now that we've got that out of the way, it's time to move on to the next step, setting up the liquidity pool. All right, time to lock in liquidity and make this token tradable. First, head back to solanatokenlabs.io and hit Create Liquidity Pool. This will take you over to the Raydium site. Now select your memecoin as the base token to do that. Jump back to solanatokenlabs.io, copy your token's address, then paste it into Raydium. Make sure to enter the same symbol and name from your token setup, Real Madrid for the name and Madrid for the symbol. In my case, finally click Add User Token to register your meme coin. Now it's officially in play. Now we're talking. This is where the real momentum kicks in. Take that 900 million and load it straight into the liquidity, pairing it up with Solana. Hit that max button to get things rolling, but don't forget to set aside 0.2 Solana for gas. Unless you want to end up stranded mid-transaction with liquidity locked in your token is officially in the fast lane. This is the moment everything comes together. As the founding investor, you've secured your place. So set that liquidity pool fee at 2%, the perfect balance between keeping trading fluid and ensuring long-term sustainability. Now for the final push, activate liquidity pool creation and sign the transaction. Once it clears, that's it. You've officially launched a tradable token, ready for serious action. Now you're playing in the big leagues. Getting featured on Photon's main dashboard is huge. This is where serious investors take notice and the real market dynamics kick in. Let's dive into professional-grade charting tools and break down how to track price movements, liquidity changes, and whale activity. Monitoring these metrics will give you a sharp edge in navigating your token's performance. Time to gear up for the deep dive. Welcome to the advanced tracking game. Fire up Dex Screener and pick a token that catches your eye. Grab its contract address from solanatokenlabs.io, drop it into Dex Screener, and boom, you've got a complete degen monitoring setup. So the second option is manual social media promotion. Posting on Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, Discord, all that stuff. It's free, but it takes forever. And honestly, it doesn't work that way. I tried this approach for my first few launches, and it was just exhausting. Plus, the results were pretty okay. Not the worst, not the best. So thankfully, we still have a third option, which is what I actually use now, which is automated social media promotion. I use remote means, not a computer for this, but it can be any similar promotion websites. What I do is base my token address on. You select a promotion type. They've got the free option that works fine, or the advanced ones for 3 hours. I'll go with the advanced so you can see the full potential of this tool. But if you're just starting out, the free one looks great. So just promote memes, fun, accept a transaction. It's going to take a few seconds. And then now, for the next 3 hours, this coin will be getting shared across social media automatically. The cool thing about this tool is that it hits all the major platforms at once. Twitter, Reddit, Telegram channels, Discord servers, and even some smaller crypto communities I didn't even know existed. Way more efficient than trying to do it manually. So, time to wait and see what happens. I'll see you in a little bit. Stay sharp on liquidity data because real-time shifts can make or break your plays. And here's a pro tip. Raydium's portfolio tracker can be a bit moody. Give it a solid 5 to 10 minutes to refresh before trusting the numbers. Patience here can save you from bad reads. Now let's dive in and start tracking. We started with some buys that accumulated almost $70. We have our liquidity at $530 and our market cap at $358. In just 2 minutes, it's a good start. We have another good buy for more than $30. Our liquidity increased to $636 and our market cap to $514 in less than 10 minutes. We have 3 buys totaling about $120. Now our liquidity is at $777, and our market cap is at $758. These are good numbers to be satisfied and withdraw our liquidity. You're in extraction mode now. Raydium standard mode is your command center for pulling liquidity out. Hit that minus function, crank the withdrawal slider to max, and retrieve your liquidity pool from the battlefield. That Solana reserve is your survival fund. Mess this up, and you're stuck watching the action from the sidelines. Confirm the transaction, double check your wallet notification, and execute a clean liquidity withdrawal. Welcome back to friendly territory. Now that's the kind of momentum every trader dreams of. Pure market fireworks. Watching your portfolio double in such a short time is proof that smart plays and precision execution pay off. And the wild part? This strategy isn't locked behind closed doors. It's right there for anyone willing to click, analyze, and act. Keep stacking, reinvesting, and moving strategically. Slow and steady compounding is how dynasties are built. You're playing the long game now. Let's keep riding this wave. This is go time. No speculation, just cold, hard reality unfolding right in front of us. The market isn't waiting, and neither should you. Right now, you either plant your flag and ride the wave, or sit on the sidelines telling stories about what could have been. The clock's ticking. The momentum is undeniable. Are you in or watching history happen from the bleachers? Quick disclaimer, I'm not partnered with Raydium, Photon, or Solana TokenLabs.io. If you want to dive deeper, check their official links below. This is purely educational. Smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss these alpha drops.